Dad, what does the switch do?
I don't know. Leave it alone.
It's gotta do something, then why would they build it here?
I don't know. Leave it alone.
Hello, Packrat viewership. Are you missing Jack and Josh? We don't. We are here for the revolution, the takeover. We are Legion, for we are many.
So for this week, the book I decided to review was Batman: The Dark Knight, and this is the this issue has been advertised in a slate of books. I've seen this cover everywhere, and for this issue, David Finch is not the head writer for this issue. It's Greg Hurwitz, and I think he does a great job. And because I don't normally read this book, it's not a book I get in my pull. But if I were to start getting this series, I would start with this issue because this is the new whole story after the Court of the Owls, and it's the reintroduction of the Scarecrow into the New 52. And it starts out with Batman and talking about how him and Gordon have been tracking the cases of two children, of missing children, just all of a sudden reappearing with their emotions completely wiped. They're completely unable to talk to people. They're just blank in their minds, basically. And Scarecrow has started to realize that they're onto him, and instead of, say, dropping off the child himself, he's paid somebody else to do it, and Batman feels that they're close to cracking him because he'll slip up eventually. But unfortunately, he doesn't slip up before he decides to gas Gordon with his fear gas. And basically the end of the issue comes to Gordon kneeling on the floor confronting his sins of his daughter and his son, standing there, and he's just asking, please just go away and put everything back together. And this is the page right before the final spread where Scarecrow's just like, we haven't even finished yet. And so if you want to start a new Batman book, this would be it. It's right here, Cycle of Violence.
Hey gang, you know what? It's a great day. Sonic Universe came out. Even better, new story arc written by Ian Flynn and Tracy Yardley. Well, Tracy Yardley does the artwork, so doesn't really write it. But you can tell by the whole book that both this and Sonic the Hedgehog, the main book, it's a craft of love. And I'm really excited and really happy for these guys because they just broke kind of a landmark. This is the longest running Sonic spin-off series. So congrats guys, really appreciate what you're doing. I'm sure like me and other fans can really tell that this is something you put your hearts into, and we really appreciate it. I mean, what better than a book that is written by fans for fans like us? So let's jump into the book. So this is a really good starting on point. Everything in the whole Sonic universe, like Sonic and Sonic Universe, both kind of changing direction. We get to see the new team, the Secret Freedom Fighters, in action. It's kind of a dysfunctional bunch. Not quite a Justice League International, but a really, I think we're going to get some really good character interactions and some really funny bits. I mean, we got Larry Lynx on the team, Super Jinx, Larry Lynx Super Jinx, who I looked and saw that he was in here, and I did a little bit of a fanboy squeeze, so, you know. But, anyway, and for those Silver fans out there, Silver the Hedgehog is leading the team, so I know there are people out there that have been waiting for this. Even though there was a story a couple months back, I think this is going to be some really great character development for him. Other than that, it's a really nice adventure story, kind of exploring like an espionage, exploring an espionage route for this book, and it's really nice. Also, if anyone's in San Diego Comic-Con, get me the variant.
Hi,
please.
I'm Nebbie, and I'm reviewing the Before Watchmen books. I was around for the original Watchmen maxi series before it got compiled into a trade paperback, And I cannot tell you how many times I have read and reread this series. Every time I do, I find something new and interesting that I didn't know before. It's just one of these books that captivates you time after time. So I was very afraid when DC announced that they were going to do a Before Watchmen set of books with the main characters. After reading the first few issues, I've got to admit I am extremely pleasantly surprised with how this is being done. The writers have really done their homework to help enhance and bring more to the Watchmen mythos than deviate from it or take away from it. This week's book is Nite Owl, which introduces us to the second generation Nite Owl, and I don't want to give a lot away if I can keep from it, but you get a lot of the interaction between the first and second Nite Owl in this book, and it's going to be another one where you get a lot of the character development and you see what really makes him tick, and this is going to be another good read. So I would really recommend picking up this one as well as any of the other Before Watchmen titles.
I read Bart Simpson and I liked this book a lot because it was very funny, and I was breaking up into different parts. And my favorite part was Bart Simpson, he tricks this boy to go into a TV show called Kids and Cons, where criminals, teach him that it's not good to be tricking people and stuff. But so he remembers that his dad, Homer, watches that, and he knows if he sees those people, he'll strangle them. So Bart gives it to this boy, and the boy is really happy because Bart tells him it's something different. And he goes there and he actually gets all the criminals to be nice to him and stuff. And they give him his own TV show. And Homer says, "Well, Bart, I wish you were on there because you might have been able to get your own TV show."
This
And
week I read Amazing Fantasy 15, and to call it amazing would be a fantasy. The art is very sloppy, the story is not very good, and the characters are pretty unlikable.
Hey, Bobby, you got that $20 you owe me?
Why, yes I do.
Thanks, Spider-Man.
Back to what I was saying, the story's not very good, and I don't think this has very much staying power. Don't invest in this.
That's it for this week's show. Like to say, join us again next week, and remember, shop local.
Shut up, Richard.
Hey Jim, it's me, Batman. I saw the light go on earlier, but it went back off and it was on. Is everything okay? Do you need me? Hey, I'm here if you need me, buddy. You sure you guys have everything under control? Alright. Let me know if I can help.
Thanks, Spider-Man.
Yes. Hey, spider friends.
No.